What up, though, y'all? It's your boy Trill, man. And today, man, I want to talk to y'all about the importance of, standing on business, man, and practicing what you preach, man. And this is so important to me personally because I feel like to be a great leader, you gotta lead by example. There's no other way around it. You know what I mean? And we all are leaders in some aspect. We gonna lead our kids. Some of us lead our friends. Some of us lead our spouses. And at the very, very least, we should all try to lead ourselves. You know what I mean? Even if we have to lead ourselves into following somebody, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Sometimes you have to lead yourself and break away from the crowd to find a great mentor or find, a great teacher. You know what I mean? In a sense, And sometimes we need to realize the best leaders always lead by example. I was watching this documentary the other day, this Big Meech documentary. He was saying, like, all the people around him, they was willing to believe in him so much because everything he told them to do, they knew for a fact he did it before. Like, he done did it before. He ain't sending us on no dummy missions. If he telling us to go over here and do this, it's because he already done did it, been successful, seen the glory out of it. And, it makes sense. It's a good plan, good idea. So it's like when we telling people to do all these things, especially with our children, especially with our household, we have to really, if you telling your kids stop cussing, you can't be cussing all day. Like, it's contradictory, It contradicts itself. And it's like, we have to work on, really standing on these things, man. Because a lot of us is hypocrites out here, man, I find myself, doing hypocritical things sometimes. That's why this is something that I really, really wanted to speak on today, because you can't be telling your people, okay, stay away from this, stay away from that. It's not good for you. It's not good for that. But then you running straight to it. You know what I mean? Or you running straight to something similar. You know what I mean? That's like me saying, oh, stop smoking weed, stop smoking weed, stop smoking weed to my wife. But I'm popping perks every night. You know what I mean? It don't make no sense. It's like you gotta lead by example. You can't be telling nobody to do something that you not doing, or telling somebody don't do something that you actively doing. You know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of us have to understand the value in leadership. You know what I mean? And if you not capable of making the best decisions right now due to lack of knowledge or lack of opportunity or lack of, resources, whatever you feel is holding you back, you need to take some time, slow down, and realize I don't want to do what the rest do. Let me do what the best do. So if you don't have nothing, we all have access to YouTube right here. So whatever you feeling like doing, you need to look up the best person who ever did it. If you trying to do stocks and stuff, watch some Warren Buffett documentaries. You know what I mean? Learn about those type of guys. If you trying to build a empire like, an entertainment empire like Tyler Perry or Oprah Winfrey, watch those people. Watch the Barry Gordys and P. Diddy's or whatever it's not, all them type of people, because one thing about it is like it's the blind leading the blind. Like, we all listening to each other in a sense. You know what I mean? And we need to be listening to the Most High, for a lot of stuff. But for the material things we want to do in our life, we need to listen to the best examples of that we have, Stop doing what everybody is doing, because what everybody is doing is going to get you the results that everybody has. So if you looking around and everybody that's around you saying they upset with their life, they upset with their husband, they upset with their wife, they upset with their kids, they upset with their finances, why are you doing the same stuff these people doing? Why are you adapting their habits? Even if it's gossiping, even if it's stuff you don't even realize, why are you sitting around indulging in that stuff? That's why we're getting the things that we're getting, because we ain't standing on business. We saying we want a certain outcome, But the things that we are doing is not reflecting those outcomes. We're not doing the things to get those outcomes. So we gotta really, really work on standing on it, not being hypocritical, like not being fickle-minded, not being so confused. You know what I mean? If you want to get better health, you need to do the things to be more healthy. You don't need to just talk about it. Don't just tell your kids, oh, we ain't eat McDonald's today, but then soon as it's time to cook, you want to think about, man, I'm finna have to spend 2 hours cooking, an hour cleaning up, You thinking about all the negative stuff instead of thinking about the positive things, the things that you want, the outcomes that you want, your better health, your better body, your better emotions, better hormones, because your food is affecting all those things. Your kids better health and hygiene, so it's like, we have to focus on those things and use those things to help us stand in, stand up to what we want to do, stand 10 toes down, man, 10 toes strong, because I'll be the first to admit, I ain't perfect. It's hard out here, People say we don't want to eat fast food, and we say we want to diet better, and we say we want to save money, and we say we want to do all these things, but when it's time to sacrifice, when it's time to sacrifice, who's really willing to do it? And that's where the leadership got to come in. That's where you got to stand on your principles. Like, okay, I want to do this for this reason, Like, you got to have them morals, man. And I feel like one of the main things that we don't stand on is our relationships, man. Like, sometimes, man, as hard as it is, man, you have to distance yourself, man. You got to really distance yourself from individuals, from things, from environments, if you really want to grow, man. Like, if you really, really want to grow. And I know a lot of us out here right now, are really feeling this type of way. Like, man, it's a person I'm around that's always negative, always down, always sick, always broke. You know what I mean? And we don't want to be resonating with that no more. We don't want to be living in that environment no more. We don't want to be indulging in that, toxic mentality, that toxic behavior. You know what I mean? Because for you to always resent life, for you to always be in a situation, a negative situation, for you to always be confused, trying to figure it out, that's literally like a form of, your inside. That's showing how you feel on the inside. That's showing the wickedness and the rottenness that's in the inside, because for you to hate your life is for you to hate God. For you to always feel like you don't have enough is for you to feel like God ain't enough. You know what I mean? Because essentially, we have everything we need. And I know it sounds crazy, and I'll be the first. I'm broke right now currently. I ain't got no money for real. I ain't got no real cheese for real. And I'm a person who used to having money. So don't look at me like, oh, this nigga just saying anything. No, I love money. I'm used to having money. I'm used to living a good life, but that don't define me. That don't make me. If I ain't got no cheese, I don't hate James. If I ain't got no paper, I don't hate J-Dub. If I ain't got no paper, I don't hate Jaja. Like, if I ain't got no money, it's not like I hate my family. It's not, if I ain't got no money, it ain't like I hate God. I hate my existence. I'm trying to wonder, oh my God, what's going on, God? Why you curse me? I gotta be broke. I gotta go out and DoorDash, or I gotta go out and ask somebody for this, or I gotta go out and figure it out day by day. Man, I'm not tripping. Because I got so much confidence and so much faith in myself. And I ain't even gonna perk. I done been in this situation so many times. It's like, come on, man. I know how to walk by faith and not by sight, because I done been out here blind before, you feel me? Just walking, stumbling into shit, bumping into shit. So, with that being said, and I feel like all of us have. if we view it like that, if we look at it, look back on our past to see all the things we have overcame. Even if we in a low space right now, we gotta look and see all of the things that we have overcame, man. And that's gonna always put some joy and some positivity in your heart, man, because I know if you in a good position right now, you ain't always been there. And guess what? If you're in a bad position right now, you ain't always been there. You haven't. You haven't. No matter what you say. You done got some taxes before and done had some thousands before. No matter what you say, you probably done got in an accident, got a settlement before. You feel me? You probably done whoop the whoop. You probably done did whatever and got some cheese, you know, inheritance or whatever. So it's like, ain't nobody out here just never got no break before. Ain't nobody out here just ain't never done miracles just done struck upon us. So it's like, we got to remember that, and we got to stand on that, and we got to let that lead us in a sense. Like, let that faith and that hope lead us to, you know, more things to be faithful about and more things to hope for. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very, very easy, man. We got to really be aware. If we can raise our awareness, I feel like we can get out of this, you know, these feelings that we kind of vibrate now. I feel like we already done woke up and noticing them. And now we ready to rise up, though, you know? We ready to rise, man. And the only way we gonna rise is to switch our environments, man. To switch our environments and to switch the things that we indulge in, man. We need to use better things to help us rise. It's just like if you in a BMW, you can't put no 87 or 83, whatever the 81 is. You can't put that in the Beamer, bro. You gotta throw the 93 in there, man, so you can ride. Like, you gotta indulge in a different type of gasoline, man, so you can reach your potential, man. And you would think little things don't matter. I'm a car guy, so, you know, excuse the car analogy. My daddy loved cars. He put it into me. He fixed cars and build cars, but I just drive cars and, you know, love to enjoy cars. But it's certain things seem so little and so insignificant. But just think about it like this. You will have a car, you'll be in a Bugatti. And you think you're in a Bugatti, the engine's fine, the whoop. But guess what? You like, okay, I'm going to skimp on the tires. And the tires might just be your homie. We just going to say the tires, or we going to say the tires is your job. We're going to say the tires is your job, not a friend. We're gonna put a situation on it. We're going to say the tires is your job. And you just skip out on the job. You like, man, I ain't got to have I'm in a Bugatti. I got some tires. I do got some tires, so I can get around. But guess what, though? Those little, it seemed like the tires is not as important as that engine, but it is, though, because the tires determine your maximum speed. It determines your maximum speed, so you could be putting all your energy, all your effort, all your hitting the gas, flooring it, but you don't got the right tires, so you're not finna go 260 or whatever the max. You're not finna go there. You might go 180 or something, you know, because you in a Bugatti. You is in a Bugatti. You feel me? You do got the engine. It is aerodynamic and all that stuff. It's the Bugatti, but you don't got the real tires that you need to reach your potential. And that's how it be with little things like jobs, little things like just situations, friends that you just allow to be around, associates. It might not even be a friend, it might be a neighbor that you just choose to take time out your day and gossip with every time you see them and just speak all this negative stuff into existence and stuff. Like, we have to really cut a lot of that stuff out, man. We gotta cut that stuff out, man. You can have a tree in a house, and it's only gonna get as tall as the ceiling, man. You can have an alligator in a fish tank. It's only gonna get as big as the environment, man. And that's us, man. That's us. We only gonna get as big as the stuff around, man. So if you can't see it in your reality, like in your what you can reach out and touch, if you can't find nothing to grow with off of that, you need to, you know, look at some of these interviews. It's putting you somewhere else. It's putting you in rooms that you wouldn't be able to be in. Go watch some Jay-Z interviews. Go watch an Oprah Winfrey interview. Go watch a El Chapo interview. Like, whatever bag you in, I don't know. Like, Go watch an interview, man, and try to be great, man. You know what I'm saying? Go watch a Dame Dash or you know, Jay-Z or Tyler Perry or, you know, Bill Gates, any of these people. Mark Zuckerberg, go watch some of them interviews, man, and expand your brain, expand your horizon, and replace that interview with that bad energy. Put some good energy in place of that bad energy, man. And watch some miracles unfold, man. You need more good energy, man. It's polluted out here, man. It's polluted, man. So sometimes you gotta go inside that bubble. Like that movie Bubble Boy. His mama was scared, like, man, the world go kill you. Man, hey, sometimes we gotta guard our ideas and our hopes and our dreams. We gotta do it just like that. We gotta put it in a bubble, man, and you know, and cultivate it, cause hey man, the world will try and kill your dream, man. From nothing. The world will really try and kill your dream, man. So for real, cut all them toxins out your environment, man. Stop indulging in all this wickedness, man. For real, cause man, God ain't gonna bless no mess, man. All y'all know that, man. Everybody know that. We been taught that. Most ain't gonna bless no mess, man. Love y'all.